doing.
Are you gonna? I don't think it's possible for you to like be into a health program without doing the prerequisite. You have to do a prerequisite first before you even get into the program.
Okay. But if you're doing like healthcare assistant, I don't think you need prerequisites for you to be an healthcare assistant.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do any. You don't have to take any prerequisites for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you
Girls, are you in Canada? You know so much about all this program. I bet you'd have checked research. Because research is very important. Any idea? Yeah, good question. Fees, please.
Thank you. So, I normally tell people one truth. People one truth. If you want to come into Canada, if you have the option of getting your PR before coming to Canada, please do it.
Mm-hmm.
It saves you a lot of stress and it saves you a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you come into Canada as an international student, for nursing, you might be paying, I think, for nursing, for registered nurse, the lowest you can get is $35,000.
For a year?
No, like, okay, wait, let me talk about, okay, I don't know about how they do it when it comes to, when it comes to like people that are doing the whole 4 years, it's more than that. So I think I know more about my own.
Okay, talk about your own.
That I'm going into for me that I'm doing I'm going into my RN now. I know in my mind, in my body and spirit that I should be saving up nothing less than $40K.
Are you for real?
But the thing is, if I was a permanent resident, I would be paying, divide 40 into 3.
That's like be 15 something. No, I'm 15 something. And that 13.
Yeah, that is how much I would be paying if I was a permanent resident. But because I'm an international student, you can say something. Who wants to say something? So because I'm an international student, I'm paying like about $40,000
Times 3. Mm-hmm.
Times 3. Like I'm paying $40,000 because I'm an international student. But because if you were a permanent resident, I'd be paying that money divided into 3. So I tell people, I never lie to people. If you have the option, if you can get your PR for coming into Canada, see, you can decide to study as many courses as you want to after you have your PR. Like, it's not so expensive, and you're entitled to student loan.
Mm-hmm.
So they can give you student loan, and after you finish your schooling, you can be paying back instrumentally.
Makes sense.
But if your father is Dangote, you can just come straight. Canada, you see, Canada, they are using international students.
Like, yeah, because I feel like that's why they could be able to give people like $8,000 during the whole pandemic. I swear.
Because only international students are paying, man. For fall, I think September is fall, yeah.
And I feel admission would have closed by now.
For fall, yeah, admission would have closed, yeah. Okay. Because admission for RN is for fall, and admission is already closed, yeah. So if you're planning to apply, I think January is the next one now. But if you're going to apply for January, I think you should have already started the process now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember that it takes time before they'll give you your offer letter and your admission letter, and you have to apply for your visa again. So if you're going to apply for January, you should have already started the process now. Or if so, you're done with the process.
Wow. So Remy, was there a way you were able to save, from switching from master? Because I know those people are gonna collect their money. But did you finish like a semester there? So I'm very sure those people are gonna collect that.
Yeah, I finished the semester with my MBA. I did my first semester. I finished it. I did my exam. Then I now switched.
But what was the reaction from home? Like when you switched, what was the reaction from home?
Do you know the funniest thing? I think the only person I told was my younger sister. I didn't even tell my dad. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my sisters. I didn't tell anybody in my house. The only person that knew was my younger sister. Until I started the program.
if they know too much information, it's gonna be like, oh, they'll start talking, buying,
They'll
they'll
start trying to discourage me, and I don't want that. I just wanted to do my thing and just, yeah. Do I need
start,
any advice for doing PR in Canada?
do I
PR
need
that just entirely. Oh. PR just the only thing I want to tell you is that if you want to apply for PR from Nigeria, just make sure you have two studies, like maybe a diploma and a bachelor's degree. That increases your mark. That's the only tip I have for you right now. And pass your English exam.
you have to have masters as well?
You don't have to have masters. I know somebody that just had diploma, did diploma in a program,
And it,
then has a bachelor's degree, then passed his English exam, and yeah, you qualify. Just make sure you have two study to. How do I put that in English?
when you're talking about diploma, you're talking about like ND, all those like ND, all those polytechnic program, or what do you mean by diploma?
If you can, if West can evaluate that program, then you're good to go.
Oh, okay. So, guys, you have anything about nursing before we divert to other?
Yeah, back to nothing. Back to nothing.
Life is actually gonna go off soon, anyways. But
Yeah, back to nothing.
do you know about Niagara Falls, the cost or you guys need to call the school and confirm the payment? Like all these questions, you need to call the school
You have
and
to call school, check online,
check
post
online. School. Over about age, someone asked about age, Remy. Like, do age really matter when you want to study nursing? Like, is it a major factor? It's just a
No,
major.
no. I was how old was I when I started my nursing program? I think I was 20 20. Wait, I don't know my age. I'm 27 now, and 26.
I'm like
I think
25.
I was 5 when I started, and I had people in my class that were what's it called? 18 years old.
Are you for
17. Yes, I had people, and at the same time, I had people that had given birth to like 4 children at the same time. And again, I just want to mention this. I love how Canada is, and I love how the system is here. There is no age limit. Say you see our parents that are like 50, that are 50 years old, that are in Nigeria, that they've given up. I actually met, when I was doing my practicum, I met a lady, and she's just doing she just finished her RN program, and
Mhm.
she's doing practicum. Guess how old this lady is? 50. And she hasn't given up. No age limits when it
Hmm.
comes, and like she's just starting her RN, she's just starting her nursing degree at the age of 50, and she's not giving up anytime soon. So like there's no age limits, whether you're 16, 17. So far you have everything that they need for you to go into the program. There's no age limit when it comes to this thing. Yeah,
Wow.
there's no age limit. Yeah, just make sure. So for people that you want to apply from Nigeria as a fresh high school student, check for schools that are open to international students. Make sure the school has a postgraduate work permit. That will save you a lot of stress. And if you already have a niche, you studied something else in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and you want to come here, it's also open to you. Check for accelerated nursing program, or it's called nursing after degree program.
Mm-hmm.
You're good to go. And for people that are already here, maybe you came here for economics or you came here for accounting, you can also bridge, you can change into nursing if you want to, but you have to be sure it's really nursing and you're not going to nursing because of the money. We don't want people that are coming to nursing because of the money. We want
What's
people that really love nursing.
we know everything. Jack of all trades. Someone said age barrier during visa application. Like, yeah, it can actually like affect someone during visa application. Sure, Robert.
I don't know.
What
When
do
I
you
applied, I was like, oh my god, I was like 20 something, 20 24, 20 24, yeah, or 25 something. So I don't know if age is a.
do during your visa?
It depends on what if you are doing PR, I think age counts. But if you are doing study visa, I don't think age counts. Because I know one of my friends' husband that came to study here. He's quite old, he's like in his 40s. He came
What
here for his PhD.
right?
And another tip I want to give you guys. Another tip. Yeah. This is out of nothing, but yeah. I have a friend, the husband came here to study.
Yeah.
While he was studying, the wife applied for spousal work permits.
I need to do that thing.
So while the husband is studying, the wife is here with the kids and she's working. So that's another tip for you guys. So if you're married and your husband is coming here to study, you as the wife can come here to work so that you guys can support each other.
Makes sense.
Yeah, nursing is the main gist here.
She just did nursing in Canada, yeah.
Questions.
Ask her questions. She's there now.
Questions. What else? Okay, I think what else do I want people to know? So let's just wait for people to ask questions so I can share like some things. Oh, I think I cried. Cried during
So
my
what?
nursing school.
Thank
I almost gave up.
you. Are you for real?
Yeah. I
You're
was
going.
like, I'm not doing this anymore. When I was in school, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. I'm totally done with this. I cried, and I think during my nursing program again, I lost my mom, so that even almost made me go crazy and all that.
Sorry
So I
about.
almost gave up. I almost gave up. I was like, that nursing program it would try you because one, you know the way we do. I don't know. I don't want to compare Nigeria learning system to the
System.
system here. I don't want to compare, but this place, I don't know. But let's nothing just changed me. It changed my studying style. I saw that, you know, the way children learn ABC.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea for adults too. It's not a bad idea adults.
Have an idea of what you're do you get or what you're getting yourself into, but you just have to like study. Like you have to go to school.
But it's when you know that okay, this is what I am going for. I know what I want to do. Then you can do it. You can actually do it. You can
Mm-hmm.
actually. It's not. See me that I know that I cried during my LPN. I'm the one that is still saying that I want to go for my RN. Just imagine, like they will say, "Oh my, you're wrong."
Like I feel just like little setback in life. They want to give up and be like, me, shame on me, shame on. But at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
It's see, like you would just feel like okay, this program is not for me. But actually, you just have to keep keeping on. You can do it. Nothing is as crazy as medicine. I don't know. It's as crazy, but medicine is more crazy, I guess. But yeah,
But me, I didn't want to put myself in there because I know how many times I feel that course for writing WAEC, man. That's right, WAEC 6 times because of chemistry. I can't do that shit again.
but you know, in nursing, there's not a lot of chemistry.
Are you
So
for real?
I think the only chemistry is during your prerequisites and when you're doing pharmacology and medicine. And okay, can you study LPN and still work part-time? Yes, while I was doing my LPN, I was working part-time. Yeah, I was working part-time. I was
How
working.
was it like back from work, then you go to school? Like, what was the experience like working?
So my school was Monday to Friday,
Okay.
9 to 12 p.m. So
Hmm.
after, I know that any shift I'm going to take would be after
After.
school and weekends.
Mhm.
So that's it. I worked. And another thing with licensed practical nursing is that in my second year, because I was a licensed practical nurse, I got the license number to be an healthcare assistant.
Wow, that's
So
cool.
I got a license that because of the license that I got, I wasn't working other jobs again. I decided to go into the health field. So I started working as a healthcare assistant.
Yeah.
So I started so you'd be making another good money from that.
That,
So yeah.
ah,
Mm.
now that I can make money from anything. Oh. Someone said, can you still, okay, we already answered. Someone said, does one need to have a science background in secondary school? We already answered that on our previous live. No, you don't have to have like a science background.
You don't
But
have to from secondary school, yes you
if,
do. You're going fresh as an high school student. You have to be a student. Yes, yes. I think it will save you a lot of stress and it will save you the stress of
like
just you have to
you
be a science.
be
Yeah,
familiar with the things they're teaching you now. Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. And if you're not a science student, now you have to go and take prerequisite courses just to be able to. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Let me say that because someone said I studied chemistry in BSA. I almost died. I don't like.
I can imagine. I
I had
can
to,
imagine.
I had to cram chemistry to pass my. It got to when I failed it 5 times. I was like, you know what, to like I'm not doing it. I have to cram it. I crammed my NECO that year. I finally passed it. I crammed it. But funny enough, when I came to university in Canada, they don't even need chemistry for my program. I did hospitality management, right? So they don't need
You did
chemistry.
what?
I did hospitality management.
Oh, nice.
So they don't need chemistry. I did it for 4 years, and I was like, what's the point? Like, what did I just go and do in school? Jesus, I even need to come about talk about. Because I tell people like there are programs in Canada like I want to advise them to come and do if the industry you're gonna work with in future they're still gonna train you based on your experience
Trust me,
based on their experience.
that
So
is so true. That is so true. There's some
like
programs not come.
industry, like, hotel management industry, hotel industry. I don't think you should go to school to study a program in that field at all because when you go to an hotel, they're still gonna train you. You're gonna do training based on their standard.
Yes.
Based
So
on
I think the way it works is that if you're coming, do your research very well. We can't overemphasize that. Do your research on the job market for the field you're going into. So if you want to come here to do masters in accounting, please do your
yeah,
research on the
yeah.
job market for that. Please, if you are coming here to come and do accounting and you don't have your ACCA in the works,
No, I can't see works.
in the works, like you have to have maybe started your ACCA. I don't know. I know they call it ACCA. I know it's like a certificate for accountants and all that. So that gives you like an upper hand. And again, you have to over when you get here, don't limit yourself to some kind of job. Start even when you're in school. That's when you should start applying as an intern to jobs in that field. Because
Yeah.
when you'll be like, hey, why did I do this program? I did not find job in this program. I think programs that you can easily get job in that
Yeah.
field. I'm sorry, I'm going to be partial here, but nursing is number one.
Hmm.
The job market is massive for nurses. Like it's massive. So like for nurses, the
I feel
job
like
market is
because
excellent.
I work in the social work field, and I know like few nurses actually work with us.
Yeah.
Few nurses work with us in that field.
Social worker too is good. Early childhood education
It's good as well.
is very good. See, you guys will be wondering like, how come? Why is the accountants make there's a market for them, but they have a circle, and for you to be able to penetrate into that circle, you have to do a lot of work and all that. So another place I think that the job market is good.
Compare like when we want to compare everything, I feel people actually take on this side of the world like they take Muslim their health and health very important here. So when it comes to job, when it require like you have to like be dealing with people's body, like their health and everything, of course it's gonna be like higher over something that you have to be dealing with their money. So
Yeah,
they take themselves very very seriously.
yeah.
There. Don't joke with
Healthcare is really big here. They're
like
really big
have
at yeah. Mm-hmm.
that work with you can't their government children like they pay these people literally pump money into them. So they really care about like over other things they
I
worry
know,
about.
like, and why I'm saying that, I've met a lot of people, and when they ask me, "Oh, what did you come here for?" I said MBA, and they're like, "Okay," and you switch into nurse. I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, Remy, you made a very good decision." I'm like, "Okay, thank you for
Yeah, that's
making it better."
yeah, I mean that's true. Like when I finished my program, my parents was asking, so do I want to do masters? And I said, why would I want to do masters? Because I knew when before I even finished school, I was working with people that were doing masters in the call center we are doing. So I was
Mm.
made what does this master have to really offer? Like because these people really care about experience, so they take their experience so big, man.
They
So they
take experience so
don't
big.
be of
Mm.
killing. If you have experience, if a high school student have experience over you, that's someone that did masters, they're gonna take a high school student over you.
I think we should put it this way: any job that has a practical aspect of it
Okay, makes sense.
has a big job market. Like the job market is massive here. If anything you did or studied has a practical aspect of it,
Okay.
like food, healthcare, what other engineering,
Yeah, Mecca.
mechanics,
I
they
mean,
make
that was
a lot of money.
ha! They collected my coins. That was one of the skills. When I was talking to them about skills to learn when you're coming to Canada, I said mechanic. If you don't have, go and learn that thing.
or carpentry, painting.
That's it. That
See,
it's
you know,
mad.
I was